Hello there, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today is the first of the month, which means it is time for a new sheet load of cards. I hope you'll stick around, see the first set I made, and find out how you can download the directions for free. Thanks so much for stopping by. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I hope that by the end of this video, you'll be inspired to hit that subscribe button below and maybe even click on that little bell for notifications. If you're already a subscriber and regular viewer, I'm so glad you're back again. As I mentioned in the intro, it is time for another sheet load of cards. If you are new to this concept, I'll quickly tell you what it is, and then at the end of this video, I will tell you how, if you are a subscriber of mine, you can download the file for free so you can start making your cards. Sheet load of cards is a concept that I came up with probably 13 years ago, and I stopped putting out the e-zine that I had about 10 years ago. Well, I thought recently that I wanted to start building my card stash, because that's kind of the purpose of sheet load, and I thought that maybe you would like to do it as well. So I have started making a 2-page file each month. The first page always has the sketch and supply list, and the second page has the cutting guides. If you follow the instructions, you usually will get anywhere between 6 and 12 cards using just a couple pieces of pattern paper and some cardstock. You can then jazz these up as much as you want. I do give some suggestions down in the alternatives of how you can switch up the sketch. And this month, because the yield is only 6 cards and it has been 12 the past couple months, I have said at the very bottom how you can make this into a 12 card sheet load. You just need a few more pieces of paper. So if you want to make the 6 cards this month, you will need 2 pieces of pattern paper. That is 2 different patterns. You'll need 4 solid cardstocks, 3 in one color and 1 in another color. And actually, if you don't want those 3 to be the same cardstock, that's completely up to you. It is the border here and then the mat on the reverse fishtail piece. And then you will need 3 pieces of cardstock that you cut and fold into 6 A2 card bases. Now, if you like this layout, but you don't necessarily need 6 of them, I do give you the dimensions here of each piece and give you some tips about cutting. For the alternatives this month, not only do I tell you how to easily make 12 cards, I also suggest maybe replacing PP2 with white cardstock, and then you could stamp an image on there, or maybe if you have a larger sentiment that was taller, you could use that. And speaking of sentiment that's larger, you can always change the size of CS2 where I have the sentiment going. You can flip it, you can add die cuts, you can add embellishments. That is completely up to you. Then on the back, I have the cutting guides for all the different pieces. This file should make it easy for you to increase your on-hand card stash, or I've had a lot of people say they make these for the veterans home or a nursing home or for their church, and they like to mass produce them and do easy, kind of clean and simple cards. And this would be great for that because, like I say, you can leave it just as is, or you can add embellishments and other stuff. So in front of me is the first set of 6 cards I have made for this month. I will show you here in a little bit a close-up of each of them, but first I'll kind of tell you some things I switched up. I did have the stamped sentiment there, and then I added a die cut word to go with it. Also, you'll notice that my mats, they are from different types of cardstock or solid papers. Behind the floral, I have a vellum, so you can actually see the wood grain through there a little bit. And then for my larger mat, I have used some gold metallic paper that I got at Michael's. I also added a few gems to each one. I thought that helps tie in the gold border here, and there is some gold foiling on the pattern paper itself. As always, I would love to see what you create using this month's sheet load. I have a video on here. It's called Show Us Your Sheet Load. I will link that in the description box below. But if you make any cards this month following the sketch and the cutting guides, I would love to see them, and I would love to share them at the end of the month with my viewers. There are 3 different ways you can share. You can do a video here on YouTube, you can post on Instagram, or you can just email them to me. Make sure that you have your pictures posted or your video posted or your email sent to me by the 25th of the month, and that way I can get all those ready and get the viewer video out on the 28th. One other thing I wanted to mention this month, I do design these in color, and they will print in color if you have a color printer, but my printer was out of color ink and I needed to get this done. So this just shows you that you don't necessarily have to print these in color for them to work for you. And now I'm going to let you know how you can get a hold of the file for free to use on your own. Like I mentioned before, you do need to be a subscriber to my channel. Now, we're all adults here. I'm not going to follow up with you or make you email me for the file or prove that you're a subscriber. We're just going to go on the honor system. So if you want to download the file, in the bottom of the description box below, all the way down in the bottom of it, I have a link to the August file. You can download it and use it on screen, or you can print it to your printer. That is up to you. If you're excited about this month's sheet load, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up. Until my next video, I hope you're all having a crafty day. Bye-bye.